It is 2 a.m. early morning and you are still answering emails. Your partner is asleep, your kids barely saw you today, and that promotion you have been chasing feels further away than ever. Does it sound familiar? I used to think this was just the price of success. Work harder, push through, ignore the exhaustion until I discovered something that completely shifted how I approach my career and my life. The Dalai Lama once shared 8 verses that were written centuries ago for training the mind. But here is what shocked me. These were not just spiritual teachings, they were a complete blueprint for transforming how we show up in our careers, handle workplace stress, and find that balance we are all desperately seeking. Today, I want to share how these ancient principles became the foundation of what I call my Khema Yoga model, or KYM in short, and how they can help you break free from burnout without sacrificing your career growth. Let us be honest about what is really happening in your career right now. You are tired, not just physically but emotionally drained. You are successful on paper, but something feels off. Maybe you are working longer hours but feeling like you are getting nowhere. Constantly stressed about the next deadline, the next review, the next promotion, struggling to switch off when you get at home, feeling like you are losing yourself in the process. And here is the thing that nobody talks about. And what is that? We have been conditioned to believe that career growth requires sacrifice, that burnout is a badge of honor, that work-life balance is a luxury we cannot afford. But what if I told you that is completely backwards? What if the very thing we think is driving our success is actually limiting it? This is where the 8 verses for training the mind come in, written in 11th century by Geshe Langri Thangpa. These verses are not about becoming a monk or giving up ambition. They are about developing what I call sustainable success, the ability to grow your career while maintaining your well-being and relationship and sense of purpose. I have integrated these principles into my Khema Yoga model, where Khema means welfare or well-being in Sanskrit, meaning preserving and protecting one's primary resources, that body, mind and spirit. It is a framework that helps mid-career professionals like you transform stress into strength, competition into collaboration, and burnout in breakthrough. Now the solution is, let me walk you through the 4 core stages of the Khema Yoga model built on these ancient verses. Stage 1 is mind training, which is covered in verses 1 to 2. The foundation, the first verse talks about cherishing others more than ourselves. In career terms, this is not about being a doormat, but it is about shifting from scarcity thinking to abundant thinking. Practical application: instead of viewing colleagues as competition, start seeing them as collaborators. When you help others succeed, you build the kind of network and reputation that naturally accelerates your own growth. Try this. This week, spend 10 minutes each day asking yourself, how can I add value to someone else's project or goal? Watch now. This changes the energy around at work. Stage 2 is perspective thinking. The reframe. These verses teaches us the responsibility without taking things personally. This is huge for workplace stress. Practical application: when facing criticism, difficult clients, or workplace conflicts, instead of getting defensive, ask, what can I learn from this? Let it be a teacher. Let the challenge make you stronger. Try this. Create a challenge log. Every day, write down one difficult situation and one learning or growth opportunity it presented. You will start seeing obstacles as stepping stones. Stage 3, relationship training. It is the connection. These verses address dealing with difficult people and situations, something every professional faces in day-to-day life. Practical application is this: that difficult boss or the toxic colleague, they are actually your greatest teachers for developing emotional intelligence and leadership skills. Try this. Practice what I call Aikido communication. Instead of fighting against difficult people, redirect their energy. If someone is being aggressive, respond with curiosity. Like, help me understand your perspective better. Now comes stage 4, integration of training. Verses 7 to 8 tells that the transformation. The final verses are about offering your efforts for the benefit of all beings, which translate to finding meaning and purpose in your work. And practical application is connect your daily task to a larger purpose. How does your work contribute to something bigger than just your paycheck? Try this. Write one sentence purpose statement for your role. Post it where you can see it daily. This single shift can transform how you experience even mundane tasks. In the conclusion, I'll tell, here is what I have learned after years of studying these principles and working with hundreds of professionals. Sustainable success is not about working harder, it is about working with a different mindset. This Kema Yoga model doesn't ask you to choose between career growth and well-being. It shows you how they actually support each other. When you are centered, clear, and connected to purpose, you make better decisions, build stronger relationships, and create opportunities that align with who you really are. These 8 verses have been guiding people for nearly 1,000 years. They worked in medieval Tibet and they also work in modern boardrooms. The principles are timeless because they address something fundamental about human nature and how we can create genuine success. Your career doesn't have to cost your life. You can grow professionally while growing personally. You can achieve your goals without sacrificing your relationships and your health. And here is the action point. If you are ready to stop running on empty and start building a career that actually energizes you, I want to help you dive deeper into the Kema Yoga model. Join my community. And if the video resonates with you, share it with someone who needs to hear this. Sometimes the best career advice is not about climbing the ladder faster. It is about making sure you are climbing the right ladder in a way that honors who you are. I will see you in the next video where we'll explore some other things important for professionals. Until then, remember, your career is a marathon, not a sprint. Train your mind and everything else will follow.